Well, here we go. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel and the Bourbon Talks, the show where we sit back, have a drink, and talk about what's going on in the world of movies, TV shows, and comics. How's everybody doing tonight? Obviously, I'm not in my normal studio. I'm on location in scenic Kansas City. It's raining. It's cold. What are you gonna do? You got to work. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you. Oh man, what a day! What a week, man! What a week! A lot of Star Wars stuff going on. A lot of Star Wars news to speak of today. Give it just a few minutes, let everybody come in here. Yeah, this is not ideal to say the least, but what can you do? What can you do? How's everybody doing this week? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everyone's doing good. A lot of things to discuss. Hey, Derek, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's open up these chats here. So, yeah. So I am obviously working. I'm not at home. It's been an interesting week to say the least. This is commissioning a plant. This is a lot of sitting around, waiting, making adjustments, waiting for those adjustments to take effect, make another adjustment, so forth and so on. So it's all good fun. It's all a good time. Tonight's drink is Jim Beam again. Like I say, I'm on location. I couldn't bring anything exotic with me. Unfortunately, you don't have a wide selection of bourbons everywhere you travel. So it's going to be tough to kind of find something unique, but cheers. Oh, so where's it going? So there's so many things to discuss. I want to start off by talking about Jedi Fallen Order, the game that I was pretty apprehensive about. Last week, we talked about how the review embargo was not going to lift until the day that the game was released, and that was I had some trepidation. I didn't know what that meant. Is this going to be good? Is this going to be bad? It's EA, it's Disney, so it's fair to say that proceed with caution. What is going on, Benzo? How you doing? Good to see you. CCCC 28. Hi, Fox from Montreal. Thank you very much for stopping by. How is it in Canada? How's the weather there? Is it cold there? I'm not home. I'm in Kansas City now, Missouri. So it's a little cold. Not terrible. We have some rain, so not cold enough to get snow, but I can't imagine it's warm where you are. Once again, the drink for tonight is just Jim Beam. Jim Beam, nothing exotic. I want to get back to the great state of Kentucky. We'll have something a little more exotic, But anyway, back to Jedi Fallen Order. So, like I said, I was, it's fair to say that, Disney has made a few mistakes, and it's cold. It's cold there. That's right. I bet it is. We'll stay warm. Do what you can. Grab something to drink. It helps keep me warm. Or if you have a fireplace, whatever, obviously do that too. Grab a sweater. Grab some Tim Hortons coffee. It's pretty big up there. I've traveled to Canada a couple times. I've had a good time every time I've gone to Canada. I've never had any issues. I tell you what, I'll tell this about Canada. Canada is very, very strict on their border immigration. Their southern border is heavily guarded. And I completely support Canada for doing so. That's their right. You're a sovereign nation. Make your rules and enforce your rules. I think it's great. But it's just funny to travel. There's a stereotype, in America about traveling from Mexico to America, and how it's a privilege and all this. And then when you're an American traveling to Canada, it's sort of the same thing. They're strict, but like I said, deservedly so. It's your country, sovereign nation. You have every right to do so. So. But it's good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Snow Dub, good to see you, man. How you doing? Slap that like button. Yeah, you're slapping it. Well, hopefully everybody else is slapping it too. I would appreciate a like if you like the video. If you like what I have to say. Once again, apologize. I'm on location. I'm traveling this week, so it's been a little bit crazy. But it's nice to see everybody stopping by. Miss Chrissy, Christy, how are you? I thought it was Christy Drinks. Did you change your name back? What happened? What happened? Are you not drinking anymore? I doubt that's the case. Not the Christy I know. And also let me know if the video is lagging a little bit. I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, so that can be spotty at best. So let me know if I'm coming in a little glitchy, a little odd. Looks like it's okay on YouTube. A little slow maybe, but not terrible. So anyway, back to Jedi Fallen Order. So I bought the game. I did give it a day. I waited for reviews to come out. I waited for people, other YouTubers that I knew and respected to come out and give me sort of their first impressions of the game. So after a day, I bought it. I bought the disc because I wanted to share it with my son and because he has a PS4 also. So bring the game home, let it install. I did a stream. I think it was a Saturday, I think, or Friday with Drunk 3PO, and it was a great stream. A lot of good people. Darius Scott, how you doing? How you doing? The Black Chosen One is here. Thank you for stopping by and gracing my stream with your presence. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Eric Green, what's going on? Christy doesn't need drinks after her name. It's understood. Yes, it's understood. It's implied. It's baked into the cake, isn't it? And Christy, I think she likes that. Kiss my grits. That's a good thing, I think. Maybe it's a bad thing. Maybe it's just a saucy Southern female thing. Either way, it can be good. So, thanks for stopping by, everybody. So, yeah. So back to Jedi Fallen Order. So I downloaded it. I didn't download it. I installed it and was going to play it immediately, but then my son took it. Okay, so he played it, and I had to kind of smack him over the head. I said, "Listen, I got to get this. I got to play this game." So I start to play. And listen, I got to tell you, it's a great game. Now, obviously, I haven't finished it. I'm maybe a third of the way through the game, and so for those of you who haven't played it, maybe you're even on the fence. If you like Uncharted, and if you like The Force Unleashed, it's sort of a hybrid of those two games. You've got a lot of it's a lot of Uncharted, really. I mean, the mechanics are a lot of Uncharted. You have the crawling, you have the climbing, you have all that, the exploration that you do with Uncharted. Sort of the same mechanics of the grabbing, and climbing, jumping. All that stuff is very reminiscent of Uncharted. But then you have some of the Unleashed flavor. Now, Unleashed was sort of a fantasizing of maximizing of the Force powers. What would it look like if we could just go nuts with Force abilities? What would that look like? That's not this game, from what I've seen. And you can unlock you can level up your health, and you can level up your Force abilities. But it's incremental, and it sort of makes sense. I've got some of the Force push, the Force dash, some of those things that will enhance your fighting, your lightsaber combat. But it's not highly exaggerated yet. Now maybe when you get towards the end of the game, that will change, but so far it seems pretty. I don't want to say grounded. It is a fantasy. It is a Star Wars game, but I'm enjoying the game. I really am. And maybe I think some of the comments I got in my video were, "Hey, listen, this is just EA waiting. They don't want to spoil anything. They want those reviews to come out so there's nothing spoiled, so that people can really take it in, the purist and enjoy it." So, it's a great. It really is. It's a good game. It's a good game. I mean, there's no, as of right now, there's no loot boxes. There's none of that. You don't have to pay money to get to the next level or really enjoy the game or make the game complete. It's just a fun game. It really is. Lightsaber combat's pretty cool. I'm interested. And that's another thing. The customization with the lightsaber is pretty awesome. I mean, you have sort of, they're not save points, but they're workbenches that you can walk up to and you can customize your lightsaber. So you set the lightsaber down and you can change the emitter and the handle and the material. I mean, and this changes the color of the physical, the hilt itself, but then you can change the color of the blade, which is pretty cool. Now, right now I've got blue and green, but there are many other colors to unlock. And you do this by opening crates throughout the game. And you also unlock different abilities. And as you fight, you unlock skill points, which you can then use to upgrade yourself, either your health or your Force abilities. Unlock all these things. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, Benzo, if you like customization, this is pretty cool. Not now, you're not going to have a good create a character customization where you can just make them look physically like you. Unfortunately, I think at this point that should almost be standard for all games. Really, I mean, if you want to play, especially for this third person view where you are the character and you're seeing this person, and you're controlling them, I think that at this point you should be able to do that. It would make a lot of sense. I think it would enhance your enjoyment of the game. But like I say, the game is very solid. It's well worth the price of admission. I'm sure you've seen a lot of people live streaming it. Even Drunk 3PO was embarrassing himself with some of his gameplay. And to be fair, I'm not that great either, but I really enjoy it. There are a few graphical glitches in some of the very first sort of level you're on, where you're on a train and it's raining. The lightsaber, when it's ignited, there's some graphical glitches where you have sort of a square, but it's really intermittent. It's not the entire time you're using the lightsaber. So it's pretty. So far it's a solid game. I think these little things will be patched to fix these little issues, little glitches. But for the most part, I gotta say it's a good game. It's a good game. So listen, if you're on the fence about it at all, I think it's worth it. I mean, so go out there and give it a shot. If you know somebody that has it, bum it off of them and give it a shot. Give it a play. I think Derek, what'd you say? You said, my son bought the game and beat it in 3 days. He loved it and will play it again and again. So there you go. Beat it in 3 days, could be a negative, but the fact that he loves it, wants to play it again, and the fact that the customization I think is going to add to the replay value. But I'm glad your son enjoyed it, because I know my son's enjoyed my 12-year-old, which I thought that maybe he wouldn't be that into it. He enjoys it. He really likes it. To the point where we're kind of fighting over the disc. I have to, if I go walk away and do something, I come back and I'm going to play my game, and I fire up my PS4 and the disc isn't there. I'm like, well, he's got it downstairs. I got to go find him. But it's a good problem to have, because and for those of you a little bit older, when you play a game and your kid actually sits next to you and is interested in what you're doing, and they're offering you, oh, look over there and do this, do that. It's pretty cool, because that doesn't happen that often nowadays. So unless you're playing like Call of Duty or something, or Modern Warfare, it's something else. So what is the difference with the special edition of the game? I don't know. I'm going to assume from what I understand, and I don't know the full extent of it, you're going to get some not skins. I think you're going to get some more lightsaber content, as far as I know, but don't quote me on that. I don't think it's much. I think do your research before you buy it, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to unlock all that stuff anyway. That's normally how these things go. You get the special edition, which maybe it's got maybe it's a steel book. I'm not exactly sure. But before you pony up the extra money to get that, just get the game. Just get this game and just enjoy it. And but maybe I'm going to contradict myself. But in your research, if it looks like it's worth it, but I think it's a good bit more, isn't it? Isn't it I thought it was $100. And I could be wrong on that. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But sorry, I couldn't answer your question. Okay, is there some big Star Wars news or something? I see 15 live streams. There is. I wanted to get to the game first, because I didn't bash it in my last stream, but I did. I had a lot of trepidation about it, so I wanted to let you know I did get it after a day, and it's great. It's great. It's a great game. Let me go through some of the comments here. Yeah, Christy, it's Kathleen Kennedy's Rolling Stones interview, and we'll get into some of this stuff. I heard a lot of stuff about the final trailer. So the final trailer is my next topic. I want to get to that. I want to say hi to everybody real quick. Miss Martin, good to see you. Good to see you. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Had a great week. I missed the interview. How bad was it? Well, I didn't get to all of it. We're gonna get to some of it. Okay, thanks, folks. I'm at work. You're still working? Well, you're working second shift somewhere? Wow. Okay, from what I heard, she's complaining about well, yeah, I mean, that's, we all, for those of us who love Star Wars, we have a lot. Some of us are really versed in EU. I am not, but there's a lot of the EU that I enjoy and I love. And in my mind, you could have picked from all that before you decided just to flush it and say that the EU was just Legends and it's not canon and it doesn't matter anymore. So there's that. One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. In that order. But tonight, since I got to work tomorrow, it's just one bourbon. It's just one bourbon. And Snowdub, what are you saying? You're saying, not drinking tonight. Mind if I smoke? Everybody? You okay? Yeah, Snowdub, go ahead. Light it up. There's nobody in the room. I'm just talking to myself. Light it up, brother. Light it up. Okay, yeah. So let's get into the trailer. Let's get into the trailer. The trailer. So if you were watching some Black Guys in a Drunk last night on Drunk's channel, they went into it a little bit. I watched it several times today. And okay, so let me start with, I don't know if it's a positive, but something that's interesting to me. All right. I brought this up when I saw the first trailer. The round dish is really, it's not bothering me. It's causing questions. Now, first I thought it might have been time travel. Maybe there's some time travel aspect going on. I don't know. Maybe this was towards the end of the movie where it was the square dish was knocked off or something and they had to make a repair. I don't know. I'm starting to really get suspicious because now I'm seeing the round dish everywhere. Okay, so if you've seen the trailer, there's a shot of the Millennium Falcon coming out of hyperspace, heading towards a planet. And when it comes out of hyperspace, round dish. The round dish is there. Okay, so it's kind of odd. Then when you see the scene where, and we'll get to the other part of the scene, it's the scene where you see Rey jumping out of what looks like, I don't know, a Death Star. It's a hangar of some kind, and she's jumping to the Millennium Falcon. When the Millennium Falcon slowly comes into view, it's shrouded, and there's that scene with Kylo back here, and then in the foreground, and you see Rey standing at the end there. Okay, I see the round dish on the Falcon there too. I'm starting to think that the round dish is on the Falcon for the whole damn movie. It's just what I've seen. It's kind of nuts. It really is. Because I don't understand why. Why would you make that change? So I think that there's whatever happens, whether it's a repair, a retrofit, a retrograde, if time travel does happen, I don't know. It's going to happen early on in the film, from what I'm seeing. Okay. Now let's get to the leap, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So the leap. Okay. So we've got the scene that I just talked about, where the Millennium Falcon is floating up and it's coming into view, and she's standing at the end of a hangar, and you've got Kylo and you've got all the stormtroopers and everything. And I guess she was about to have some big confrontation, and you thought that maybe she was going to be captured and all was going to be lost. But the Millennium Falcon comes in to save the day, and she jumps from the hangar, this ridiculous leap about maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 feet. It's nuts. And I'm sure she's going to make the jump. She's going to make the leap. Now here's my problem with this. And here's my problem with anything that she does in this film that's going to be spectacular. Okay? Anything she does. My issue is, there was no progression with Rey. If you were never an athlete in high school, okay, if you were in track, if you ever lifted weights, if you ever were in the band, if you ever studied for a math test, I don't know, and it was something you didn't know you could do, okay, just kind of go with me on this. And you were working hard at whatever it was, whether it was, a track and field event, lifting a weight that you didn't think you could lift. If you're in band, doing scales, I don't know if I can do this. You're practicing. And maybe for a math test, and you don't know if you can do this, algebra, whatever it is. And you've got somebody with you. It's a coach. It's your band instructor. It's your math tutor. And they're right there with you. And they're helping you. And they don't know if you can do it either. They're trying to help. They're doing the best they can, but they're seeing you progress. Damaj, what's up, brother? Man, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Hopefully I can get to see you this weekend too. Get you on another stream. Thanks for stopping by. And they're going through this with you, and they're not sure if you can do it either, but you're working hard. And they're seeing you, go through all this, struggling, trying to get to whatever it is, whatever goal you're trying to attain. Okay. And when they see you do it, they're overcome with the emotion because they were there with you on the ride, right? And they saw you, make it to this level, or accomplish this feat, or accomplish this whatever. It's a completely different experience. Now, if they don't know you, and you're just perfect at everything, or you're able to walk. If you go into the gym and the guy's lifting 400 pounds, and you just see, okay, well, he's lifting 400 pounds. He's obviously really strong. Well, you didn't go with him. You don't know what it took to get him there. In that analogy, as ill-worded as it was, we are the coach, the audience. We're the band instructor. We are the math tutor. We are the one that was supposed to go with Ray on her journey. And as she improved, in the third film, when you see her do something spectacular, you're like, oh, wow. That's, it's amazing. I remember when she couldn't do this. I remember when she was struggling. I remember when she was training. I remember when she was trying to pull this off. It was insurmountable odds, and she was able to rise to the occasion and actually meet those odds, meet that challenge head on and do it. And we don't have that. We just don't have it. So, and that also goes back to her fighting Kylo. Again, it's the third freaking time we've seen this. They're going to fight again. Okay. Well, I mean, we know who's going to win. It's going to be Ray. It's going to be Ray every single time. It always is. Random Brad creates. Thanks for stopping by, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Everybody saying hi to Random Brad. So we see these things happen in the trailer, and we've got no emotional attachment. At least I don't. I mean, I'm not pulling for Ray because I know she's going to do whatever she wants. Yeah, I mean, it's just, this leap, it doesn't look like it's a forced leap. It looks like she's just going to run and jump. And, obviously it looks like she's not going to make it. Well, but we know she's going to make it because it's Ray, And that's the problem with this entire franchise at this point. We are disconnected. We're not in the fight with them. We're not. Right out of the box, she had Jedi skills. It made no sense. Exactly. It was going to make sense if 8, made good on the promises of 7. It would have. It would have made more sense. Oh, well, she was trained or she did this. And then she still, from 8, she could have progressed to meet the new challenge in 9, which would have been whatever, which would have been Snoke or whatever, We don't know what that was going to be. I think JJ had an outline, but that's all been blown to hell. So, who knows? So, happy Dinosaur 8000. What's going on? The word of the stream is glass. If you hear the word glass, type a W. Okay. Everybody, I'm game if you're game. Great to be here. Thanks for having me. So, yeah. So we see her make this leap, and it's not, okay, whatever. It's fine. So I'm detached. Everybody's detached. She's going to jump. She goes, fine. Another thing I saw that really it looks so out of place. So Kylo's helmet. We see the red, okay? Now, we saw in the original trailer that, Kylo is repairing his helmet. So he takes his helmet and he's welding it, basically, okay? I weld. It's one of my things, okay? And typically when you weld, you see pieces come together, right? And it's a weld. So there's different material that makes up the weld. So my point is this: his helmet should have looked like a mosaic of pieces, right? Parts that were brought back together and welded together, and it looks like the exact same helmet he wore in The Force Awakens, just with like red stripes on it. It looks real bad. It doesn't look good. I mean, we haven't seen a really nice close-up view of it. And in this trailer, we had a nice shot with a white background of just that mask. It just looks stupid. I mean, I know it may be kind of whatever catty or whatever to say, but it just looks dumb. It just looks bad. It looks like he took his helmet and just drew with a crayon or maybe like I don't know, paint, and just drew some red. Oh, this would be cool. Let me get some red on here. Look awesome. It doesn't look like, and that's just the attention to detail. And here's the issue is it's the helmet. It's going to be front and center frame right there on the screen as you're watching it. There should be some detail to that. I just don't see it. It's just not there. Luke had a hero's journey. Ray didn't. Everybody had a hero's journey. Everybody had. I mean, Luke is obviously the main example, but everyone had growth. Everyone did. There was something going on. Han, look at where he started and where he ended up. I mean, and most of his arc was in the first movie. And then the other two was, him becoming more of a hero and then, him and Leia falling in love. You know, and Leia was pretty much awesome through the whole thing. But we saw an arc for her too. She softened a little bit. She became aware of some of her force powers. She wasn't lifting, X-wings out of the water, but she became aware and she tapped into some of it. She knew she could hear Luke. Luke just, in Sky City, in Empire Strikes Back. He just whispers, Leia, Leia. And of course she's off in the Falcon and she just knew. She knew. It was just, she couldn't quite explain it, but she understood. And they turned the ship around and got Luke. So there was some progression in her character too. I mean, everybody in the original trilogy had some sort of an arc. Go back to the prequels, same damn thing. Anakin, the one that we, not for nothing, acting aside, questionable dialogue aside, we were there on a journey. We were there with a character that grew and became what we knew he was going to become. And we were still there for the journey. Not the best movies in the world, sure. Not as good as the OT. Okay, fine. But still good movies. I still enjoyed them. There was still something there to see, something happen. What has happened in this new sequel trilogy? Nothing. Nothing's happened. I mean, honestly, as far as character development goes, think about it. Finn is still running after Rey, screaming Rey. he's still running after her, trying to find Rey. He hasn't really grown. I don't know, maybe he's a general in the new film. I don't know. But as far as the character itself, he hasn't grown. He hasn't done anything. Oh, this is a perfect. This is perfect. The helmet is now veiny and phallic. I'm laughing my ass off. It is. Think about it. It's like an arts and crafts project. Okay, kids, take your helmet and just take a magic marker with red and just draw lines on it. It's just ridiculous. It's insane. So yeah. Oh man, we got a bunch of people. Oh, let me slow down. I'm sorry. Thanks to everybody for stopping by. Thank you so much. What are we? BB-8 has more of a hero's journey than Rey. Happy day to all. Yes. I guess, yeah, because in episode 8 he was piloting an AT-AT. He was saving the day. In the first one, he was just a droid rolling around in a ball, just giving a thumbs up with his little lighter. I thought that was so bad. It was kind of cute when it happened, but then you're like, oh, this is a little cheesy. But what can we expect from Disney Star Wars? Tommy, greetings, y'all. Good to see you, Tommy. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Great to have you on Saturday's stream, man. I appreciate it. For those of you who are wondering where the hell I am, I'm in Kansas City in a hotel on, hotel Wi-Fi. Don't have my background, but we're still getting together. A lot of things to talk about. The drink's not gone yet. Okay, listen, I'm going to cheat this one stream, okay? Everybody, I'm going to break my own rule for a second. This is a small hotel glass, okay? I'm going to finish this pretty quick. And normally I say when the glass is done, the conversation's done, I'm going to give you two for, okay? I'm going to finish this, and I'll fill it up again, and then we'll see, okay? Let's see what else is going on. Random Brad. Hail Tommy. Yes, hail Tommy. Had a good stream Saturday. It was fun. We had a lot of fun. I cut that up, Tommy. I don't know if you saw it. And when we talked about Charlie's Angels, it turned out to be a pretty good video. So got a bunch of views. So thanks for being a part of that. I appreciate it. Let's see. Drunk would like to know if you want on his stream. Miss. Did Drunk send you? Thanks for stopping by. I guess I don't know what's going on, but I've kind of got some people here. They came to see me. Well, I think they came to, I don't know, maybe they just feel sorry for me. I don't know. Let me have him, Miss, if you could, have him DM me. I'm probably going for another half hour here. But I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's good to be wanted, isn't it, people? It's nice to be wanted. Yeah, what's up? Let's see where we are. DJ Odyssey, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Miss said hello. I'm sorry, I didn't read your comment right away. I'm sorry. I'm in StreamYard, Miss. It's kind of lagging just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me scroll down. Let me get caught up. Yes. Oh, they're talking about Kathleen Kennedy? Okay. So I've been at work all day, miss. I didn't catch all of it, but I caught the gist of it. I need to get caught up on that, I guess. But yeah, there's so much going on. So the trailer and Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy and everything. Yeah, I'm in demand. Tommy says I'm in demand. I appreciate it. Tell you what, everybody, just hang with me for a second. Let's see. I'm not even in Drunk's chat, so I'm not cheating on you. Okay, everybody here to see me, I appreciate it. I didn't even know he was on right now. Let's see. Oh, okay, he's drunk. Oh, he's with Abu Naz. Okay. Yeah, tell you what, everybody, just bear with me for a second. Bear with me for a second. Let me DM him real quick and see if he wants me to come on. We're probably gonna cut this short. We'll keep going. We're already 30 minutes in, but what are you LOLing about, miss? You making fun of me? You laughing at me? But yeah, anyway, so it's so while I'm doing this, we'll go into my next topic was Paul Feig defends Charlie's Angels. Now, we talked about Charlie's Angels a little bit, and I think that the fact that the movie's bombed is really no big deal. I think everybody kind of saw that coming. Nobody was really surprised. But we have somebody that also created another, woke film, defending someone else who created another woke film. And this leads into the delusion of, you're laughing. Oh, laughing at both of us. Okay. Hey, listen. Random Brad left his stream. Okay, left Drunk stream to come here. I appreciate it. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. Yeah, she's laughing at both of us. Laughing at me and Drunk or someone else? Me and Tommy? What did Tommy do? What did Tommy do? Why are you laughing at Tommy, miss? Damn. I'm not an owl. No, you're not an owl. I never said you were an owl. Why would I say that? Yeah, so hey Tommy, how's it going? So yeah, so we have this delusion in Hollywood that, listen, if they don't, why, I don't understand. It's an issue with, we don't know our audience. Because if you know your audience, you're going to make a film for your audience, right? You have a customer, you want to satisfy your customer base, okay? So listen, if we were all horrible misogynist racists, then they should be making movies that are for misogynist racists, right? Well, that's obviously not the case. That's not what we are. We're all fairly average human beings that want to be whisked away and enjoy a film that gets us out of our rut, okay? Gets us out of the normality of our lives, okay? The ho-hum, the politically overcharged reality that we live in. And we want to be whisked away and do something. We want to go on an adventure, okay? And that can be with Charlie's Angels. This could have been just a great, fun movie, okay? The movies that were made in the early 2000s that was based on the TV show was about, hot chicks that were kicking ass, okay, doing spy stuff. It was a very simple formula, and I think it worked well. You had 3 actresses that were in demand, that were at the time were very high profile, and they were just for what they were. I'm not saying they were art. I'm not saying it was, because that's not necessarily the case, but I think they were just films that were made for enjoyment. Okay, they were made to be enjoyed. Okay, you take the Expendables for an example. Okay, it's not high art, but they know their demographic. They know what they're doing. We're just gonna have a fun. Yes, of course, it's unbelievable, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We want to be whisked away on a journey. Okay, take us on a journey. We don't want to hear the same garb. We don't want to be preached to. Okay, so let's go back to Paul Feig talking about it's evil men, it's horrible men, it's all these bad men, echoing exactly what Elizabeth Banks was talking about. It's all evil men, that for whatever reason didn't go see this movie. Well, I can tell you what the reason is. Your movie sucks. If you talk about something as woke, and I don't know if they understand, if those in Hollywood can't get outside their own bubble and realize that woke is not a good word. Woke is not something to be celebrated. Woke is a sermon. Woke is a preaching. Listen, I don't want that. I don't think you want that. Obviously, a lot of people don't want that because it only made $8 million on its opening weekend. Okay? It's just, I'm sorry. It's just, we don't want that. I don't want to be preached to. And when you tell me that your movie is about the Me Too movement, specifically her words, if you're telling us that this is about, this is believe all women, I'm going to tell you right now, and I don't care what anybody says, I got a feeling y'all are going to agree with me, though. I don't believe all women. I also don't believe all men. I tend to believe, facts. I tend to believe, evidence. I mean, we all know crappy men and crappy women, okay? And they're not honest. People overall are not honest. For the most part, we do things to serve our own interests, okay? That's just the way it is, and we have to overcome that, right? I'm not saying we're all horrible, but that's in us to look out for me, and we got to overcome that, right? So we got to say, listen, I am flawed. Once we admit that, the whole thing, you got to admit that you have a problem. You admit that you have a problem. You admit that you're selfish, and you work to overcome that. You push beyond that, okay? And I think I lost my train of thought. Sorry, I'll take another drink. So, let me go back. I'm sorry, I got to catch up on some of the chat here. I got some good stuff going on here. I'm not even paying attention to. I apologize. What is wrong with me? In other words, blah blah blah. Men are bad. Yeah, I mean, and believe all women is just the dumbest crap I've ever heard. Anybody in the chat, raise your hand. Would you believe all women? Do you know some women that do some shady stuff, that say things that aren't true? I do. But two things can be true at the same time. My mom is the most wonderful human being on the face of the planet. I love her. She's angelic, okay? She is perfection, in my mind and my point of view, okay? But there's also some women out there that are horrible, that are just as catty and as bad as some men out there, okay? No, people, we are not perfect. None of us are. So, no, I don't believe all women. I don't believe all men. But if there's we're going to get into all the dirtiness, but, if there's an accusation, you got to take the accusation seriously. But you don't just believe them on the spot. But that's what we were told this movie is about. That's what the director told us. That's what this movie was about. We didn't read into it. It wasn't like we dug in there and we pushed her for questions, and try to get to see, let's dig. Let's see if this is a woke movie. We were told that's what this was. Kirsten Stewart did how many interviews where she said, it's a woke movie. This is a woke movie. Like it's a good thing. Hey, don't worry, we're woke. Nobody wants to do that. Listen, if I want a sermon, I'm going to go to church. I don't go to a movie to get preached to. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. That's not what I want. So y'all tell me, I'm waiting for Expendables 4. It's getting too old for that. Well, yeah, they're going to be in a wheelchair soon, buddy. I mean, as bad as Stallone is and as awesome as Stallone is, dude's in his 70s. Arnold's also in his 70s. Let's see what I am. Just let me catch up. Stallone fan 03. I just talked about Stallone, and I see you. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Hollywood is doubling down on wokeness except for Joker. You know what Joker is? Joker's a movie. Joker was a movie. It was made to tell a story. It's a movie. They didn't start with an agenda and figure out how they could make a movie about the agenda. We had a story to tell. We have this great character. What can we do? How can we tell this character's origin story? A character that has been in American pop culture since the 20s, 30s, when Batman was officially written into comics. I mean, come on. That was their angle. Their angle wasn't an angle or an agenda. It was, we want to tell a great story. We want to take a great, interesting character and tell his origin story. And we want to shoot it properly, and we want to focus on the film and the art and make that the focus of this project. $1 billion. It doesn't always work out that great. We also got Captain Marvel making $1 billion, and for better or for worse, I think it probably legitimately made most of that money. I think there's still some shenanigans in there, but it is what it is. Believe all women. Nope. Sometimes I don't believe my daughters. Well, if you're smart, you won't believe your daughters. I think my kids are lying all the time. You give them that stern look, and then they eventually they cave or they crack or whatever. or you find out they're telling the truth, and it's all good. But yeah, I mean, it's good to have some skepticism. It's good to have some skepticism. Us gals can be shady as hell. See, Chrissy, she's telling the truth. So you got to be, I mean, come on, to hear that crap from the director, to describe her movie, not, oh, this is a great action film, or this is, we've got this great story to tell. It's going to be an awesome spin on an established franchise, and we're going to take it in this direction. We have some great, all the stunt choreography is all this. No. The focus was on, wokeness. Wokeness. I mean, I still don't understand it. I know I don't believe all women. Me Too Sloan, even though he's a freaking family man. Listen, we've seen, if you might watch Dr. Phil. It doesn't even happen at the Hollywood level. It's happening in everyday life where women are making up stuff, destroy people's lives. And it turns out, well, it's not really true, but by then the damage is done. The damage is done. Because once you imply something happened, it's there. Because you know what they'll say? Well, you were accused of this. Well, he was accused of. What does that mean? It just means that somebody lied or somebody accused him of something. It's never, well, the evidence, played out and it didn't happen. No, that's never the story. It's always, well, the accused sexual harasser, even though he didn't do anything. And it goes both ways. I mean, women also are victims of this too. Women have been crapped on in different ways too, accused of doing things and being something that they weren't, that pendulum swings both ways. I believe in someone if there's facts and evidence to back up their claims. Exactly. Because why? This is America. You're innocent until proven guilty. We're rational human beings having a discussion. Okay. He did this. Really? That's horrible. Why? Why? That's horrible. What happened? Tell me all about it. Where's the proof? What do you mean? Show me the text. Show me the missed call. He slashed your tire. Let me show me what happened. I mean, you got to have something. Let's talk to him and get his side. What's going on? And then we come up with something. Not just believe all women. I know we're getting kind of off subject here, but I think it's worth discussing, because it's so simplistic and one-sided, It's painting a picture of the world that doesn't, well, not the world, but the country that doesn't exist. These things don't exist. In my last Batwoman trailer, the episode that oh my God, listen, it was really bad. Okay, it was really bad. But it was. Let me get back. I'm sorry. The same for you. Tummy back pain. Sorry, champ. I know all about this. Yeah, back pain is no joke. I missed that comment. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's tough. There's Scott. Mess up thing. She played in the first Spider-Man movie. She just threw under the bus. Mess up thing. She played in the first Spider-Man movie. She just threw it under the bus. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. This is America. I'm Canadian, but okay. Well, I'm sorry. Where I'm living is America. I will modify that statement. This is North America. This is North America. We got a little something called freedom. So check it out. But yes. So anyway, I think I lost my train of thought again. But anyway, it was Batwoman. I know it's so bad. It's so horrible. But okay. So in this episode, she reaches over to Sophie. This is Kate Kane, Ruby Rose. She reaches over to Sophie, her friend, okay, and she holds her hand because she's about to tell her something, confide. And the restaurateur, the owner, looks over and sees that, automatically assumes they're gay, and pressures Kate to leave because she said she's wearing tennis shoes or something. It's so ridiculous. Listen, I'm sure it may happen. I'm not going to say it's not possible. I'm saying it's not probable, okay? I mean, it could happen. I don't think it really happens. I mean, in America, I travel all over this country. People have all different kinds of views, okay? But they're not going to just do that. You're not going to get kicked out of a restaurant for being gay. I mean, on whole, okay, on average, 95% of the time, that's not going to happen. But it's like Hollywood is trying to paint this picture of a world that doesn't exist, where everyone's horrible. Listen, the problem with all the horribleness, all the raping happened in Hollywood. I don't know about y'all, but I'm working my job. That doesn't go on where I work. I mean, come on. I mean, that's ridiculous. That crap don't happen because that's dealt with, taken care of, and that person's gone. That we don't just let that stuff slide in real life because we have, we're beholden to laws. We're not above the law like Hollywood. It's crazy. It's crazy. So she paints this picture of a country or of a reality that doesn't exist, and so she has to make this movie because it's about believe women, and wokeness. And it's just unrealistic. And the problem is no one can identify with that because if that's what you're putting out there, no one can identify that. So when Paul Feig rushes to your defense, the guy that made the horrible, god-awful Ghostbusters movie, listen, that carries no water for me, okay? It's like a bucket with a hole in it, okay? It's useless. Damaj and I, what's going on? Bouncing around. What did I miss? Not too much. We're talking about Star Wars a little bit. I jumped on Paul Feig coming to the rescue. He's trying to defend the woke girls, Charlie's Angels. Where does that happen? And show me the articles. Show me the news stories because if that happens, we're going to hear all about it. You know what I do hear about? A Christian baker who refuses to make a cake for a gay wedding just because he doesn't support it. And maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong, but it's still America. And he just makes that business decision for himself. And he's lambasted and he's sued and all this. That's what I hear. I don't know about y'all. Those are the stories that I hear all the time. That crap happens all the time. The oppressive left. If you don't, it's not about everybody gets a seat at the table. It's about I want to sit at the table, but I want to sit at the head of the table, and I want to dictate what you eat. But I don't like cranberries in a can. I don't want to eat that. No, you will eat it. I just want to eat turkey. No, you're going to have this stuffing. Well, what's in it? Well, it's got onions. I don't like onions. No, you're going to eat it. I'm sorry, I don't know what that was all about. It's a Thanksgiving analogy. That's what it is. Man, if I see some lesbians, I'm getting the popcorn out and hoping for a show. Oh, DJ, I think there's a lot of people that feel that way. That there's this. I'm sorry. Most people, if they see something they don't like, they just keep walking. If they see something they don't like, whether it's right, wrong, whether it's bigoted, whatever, if they don't like it, they just keep walking. Or if they don't like it, they just turn the channel. We don't start petitions. We don't try to take it down. We don't try to shut people up. We're not part of the cancel culture. We're part of the live and let live culture. At least I am. If I don't like it, that's okay. But just because I don't fight for something doesn't mean I'm fighting against it. I can just not support it. I just, hey, you do your thing. That's fine. That's not me. That's not what I do. But that could just be it, right? Like I said, two things can be exist at the same time, right? Two things can be true. Just because I don't fight for it doesn't mean I don't, support your right to do it. Go ahead. I'm not going to fight against it. I'm just not going to fight for it. I'm not going to advocate for it. Rose Rants, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hey, man, I hope I'm able to be on your stream Friday. I'm out of town and I may be traveling Friday. I will let you know though. For those of you who don't know, we have this it's the Justice League panel. We discussed The Mandalorian on Fridays on Rhodes Rants channel. It's a fun show. I have a great time. We got Fatal J, we got Lord Callus, John Matrix, Rhodes, and myself. We have a great time. If you're free Friday, I think it's around 8:00. Just keep your eyes open. Check it out. Everybody's saying hey to Rhodes. Preach on, brother. And I hope I'm trying to be, pretty level-headed because I think that's the way most people are in North America. See, for all those Canadians out there, I'm thinking of you. I think it's the way I think we're level-headed. You can see something not like it and just leave it alone. Just, okay, that's not for me. Go on. Live and let live, right? The freedom. I support your freedom to do what you want, to believe what you want to believe, because damn it, if you come and try to take over what I believe, you want to try to shut me down, I'm going to fight you for that right, and I would expect you to do the same thing, whether I agree with you or not. It doesn't matter, right? So we just gotta live and let live. You do your thing and I'll do mine. Could a custom class 720 freighter hold an E-wing in Star Wars? I don't know. I don't know. Custom class. How custom is the class? Have they made modifications to the cargo bay? If so, yeah. Anybody got any opinions on that? Let me know. Hit Darius up about that. I've never seen Ghostbusters 2016, and you shouldn't. I don't know if it's on Netflix. I don't even know if it's on streaming. If it's on Netflix, you might want to watch it out of morbid curiosity. It's a train wreck of a movie. It's really bad. It's not good. And Paul Feig, I mean, and it's not just wokeness, because it's really not just that. Okay, it's the fact that he just let his actresses do what they wanted to do, and the whole damn movie is improv, and it's just filler, and it just, it's like okay, it's like your mom, and she thinks you're just hilarious. Oh, everything you say is wonderful. You are just so funny. I love you. But then you go out in real world and you're like, well, I mean, you're all right. I mean, sometimes you're funny, but you're not all that. You're not that great. They can knock you down. Paul Feig was like their dad. Oh, everything they do is wonderful. Oh, just oh yeah, I love it. Just spitball, just improv, just light it up. It's wonderful. And he ended up with garbage. That was a bad movie. Lesbians making out in front of men can kill my dating confidence. Well, I mean, if she was your date, yeah. It's kind of like Indiana Jones. He chose poorly. So, but if you're on a date, I hope maybe that question came up before you asked her out, or, I mean, because if you're in that position, I don't know what to tell you to do. If you're looking for dating advice in that situation, I don't know. Just wish them a good evening and just leave. I don't know. Just that's man, that's a whole different thing. Lesbians make out in front of me. I will get paper out and tell them I need some. Okay, well, that's it. DJ, you ain't right, man. DJ, you ain't right. Rose, my phone's going to die, but I got you on Roku. Sweet. I'm on your TV. That is awesome. That is awesome. So I don't have my usual background and better lighting. I'm on the road, so just won't be able to answer the chat. Cool. We appreciate you stopping by. Everybody, just know that Rhodes is watching you, so don't say anything negative to him, because you'll hurt his feelings. No, I don't know. He may not care. Lesbian. Okay, there's a lot of lesbian chat going on, so I don't claim to be an expert, but if you want to share your experiences, that's fine. Just keep it kind of PG-13 maybe. And everybody's doing a good job. I'm just saying, lesbians are an absolute pain in the arse. Oh, just nice way to generalize there. The amount of drama. I've got quite a few lesbians. Okay, so this is someone speaking, from experience. So it's fine. That's your experience. That's great. Hectic, sounds like it. Yeah, not sure how I would handle that. But listen, I've had some good conversations, and I've been pretty frank with some with one lesbian in particular, and she was it was great to have it's great to have an open conversation about things and to be honest with that person. But I think it's important to let let them know where you're coming from. Be sure to share the stream and smash the like button. Tommy, appreciate you, brother. Doing the job of moderator. Should do, could do, would do. Nathan Bug Game. Nope, not gonna watch that. And vodka's better. Vodka's not bad. In my personal opinion, bourbon's better. But to each his own. Grab your drink and have one, brother. Grab your drink and have one. Fireballs. Christy, you with your fireball. You may have a problem. I'll tell you this, though. Fireball's dangerous, okay? Fireball's dangerous because it goes down a little too easy. A little too smooth. And I'm sure they intended it that way. But just leave. I don't know. Just leave. Just if that happens, if you asked her out, right, and she starts making out with another girl, I don't think you're gonna win that fight, buddy. I don't know if that's. I mean, unless you've discussed this beforehand. And I know I'm probably getting way too much into this hypothetical, but if you've discussed this beforehand, then hey, go live your dream, your penthouse letter dream, whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be. Yes, a custom classic with 720 freighter has a bigger cargo bay. Luke used one for his X-wing. He had to go to the whole cargo bay, but the E-wing is smaller. Well, yeah. Is it smaller? Is the E-wing smaller? It's narrower, but it's longer, isn't it? I think. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Darius, let's keep this going. Not sure. Let's see. 19K Fox, my toxicity is spilling. Spilling? But hot women make, well, Demajani, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And I'm not going to say, listen, it was, I mean, at least in Batwoman, the TV show, when they have two women making out, at least they're attractive. At least they're attractive. But I will say, when I watch that, because I got to watch it to do my reviews. I watch it twice. I watch it once, and then I watch it twice, and I take all my notes. My wife sitting there has a difficult time. Because when you're a guy, it's completely different. Okay, let's be honest, everybody in the chat. All right, and I know this stream has gone off to lesbian talk, but that's fine. That's fine. I like to just let these conversations take us where they take us. For a guy too hot, no, this is very. We got to Demajani. Let's come on now. Let's be real. Two hot chicks making out. Okay, that fantasy we got in our head is one thing. For a girl, two guys. It's just not the same. Let me know in the chat. Women, Christy, do you agree? Because I don't think it's the same. Not from what I've heard. And my wife, when she watches the show, Batwoman, she said, it grows. And I understand. It sure does. It sure does. What sure does? Oh, she got a drink. Okay, never mind. She's talking about vodka. She's talking about vodka. Oh, no. She's talking about Fireball. Going down smooth. That's right. Who's this guy? It's Bruce Logan Frank Rogers. Beam Rocks watching you and Forged in Fire. Nice. I'm in good company. Thanks for stopping by, BLFR. Good man there. Just want to say, me and him go way back. Long-time supporter. Do appreciate him. It's a good guy. There's a lot of great people out there in the YouTube community. Tommy, I make my own whiskey. Hey, all right. Make your own whiskey and so forth. The stuff sounds nuts. I make my own whiskey. Are you in Tennessee, perhaps? Just asking. You don't have to tell me. Just curious. Are you a moonshiner? Instead of making a Charlie's Angels movie, they should have made Captain Planet, a live-action Gargoyles, and a Freakazoid movie back in the early 2000s, than messing with women. You raise a good point. How about we take another existing franchise? Michael, Brent, you raise a good point. And you always have good ideas. You come in here, you always drop some good nuggets of knowledge. Why don't we take another? I mean, you can still take an established franchise or IP and do something with it. How about we just pick something new? Charlie's Angels has been done before, okay? It had a the live action movie. It had a sequel, okay? I think the second one did. First one did pretty good. I think they actually all made more money than this one did opening weekend. But why can't we take another existing IP from the 2000s and turn that into a live action? Disney has Gargoyles, okay? Gargoyles, I mean, my grandma watched and enjoyed that. And I think that just speaks to the broad appeal that Gargoyles had. Why not make a live action version of that? Why are we remaking cartoons? Live action versions of every cartoon, every mainstream cartoon, animated feature. Why not start with something like that to get a little more flexibility? Something that has I forget how many seasons they have, but there's several seasons of content. I mean, mind that. It doesn't have to just be comics. And like I said, Disney owns that. Why not explore that? To answer your question, I don't know. I don't know why they would do that. It seems to me there's less risk there. Start with an idea and go with it. Start with an existing IP and go with it. Captain Planet, some of you may laugh, but you could do that in a way that's, that could make sense. I think the Funny or Die, Don Cheadle, when he was Captain Planet, that was hilarious. But you could do it comically if you want to, or you could probably do it straight up, to be honest with you. I don't think that there would be an issue with taking that and taking a spin. And if you do it lighthearted, it could work. Okay, stranger things have happened. It was rough. Some college kids died drinking it. Ooh, it's how it got banned. Yeah, well, listen, be careful, man. I'm talking about whiskey, homemade whiskey. Real life lesbians, not so much, unless you like. Well, yeah, I mean, they wear flannel and drive Subarus. There's a stereotype. And I don't mean that. I'm just being silly. Just being silly. Let's see. I want a Buck Rogers reboot. Buck Rogers. Now, why not? Think about that. Think about that. It's you got some of the Captain America stuff. Astronaut, frozen, gets thawed out. Hundreds of years later. Think about that. We've had Battlestar Galactica. Not a feature film, but we've seen it. We've seen the series rebooted several times in different shows. So why not? I listen. I don't go for the oddball stuff. If you're going to take these old TV shows and turn them into movies, why not something like that? What's wrong with that? I think it'd be awesome. Looking forward to the movie about Bass Reeves, Hell on the Border, a former slave who became the most successful U.S. Marshal in history. There's so many great stories that haven't been touched. I don't know about that one, Bruce. I don't know. I don't, man. All right, I've got to look that up. I'm looking that up tonight. Hell on the Border, a former slave who became the most successful U.S. Marshal in history. See, there's a lot of stories like that we don't get to see, that and they probably cut against the grain. They don't go towards with the narrative, that the crazy Hollywood people they don't want to tell those stories, which is sad. Talk about, overcoming obstacles. Come on. That's awesome. That's awesome. But I'll check into that because I haven't heard of that one. I'd rather watch a movie about how asphalt is made as opposed to as opposed to what we've been getting for the most part. Asphalt. Have you ever watched how it's made on? I don't know what channel it's on now. The Science Channel. Some of those shows are pretty interesting, and they may have covered asphalt. So maybe you should watch that instead of some of this garbage, because it's true. At least that's interesting. At least it's something. Well, it's a process. Oh, how do they make that? I'll check it out. Crazy Eyed Jedi. Don't know what that word means, but thanks for stopping by. You are a badass. I just dabble in the fine art of making nice spirits. Okay, cool. Nice. I would like to try some. Meet up sometime. B. Yes. B. E-wing is 11.2 meters, or 37 feet long. The X-wing is 41. Also, the X-wing is longer. Well, then, so I guess that proves the point then, right? That would fit then, right? Because I don't think it's. Wait, is 41 feet longer, or 41 feet? It's 41 versus 37. If it's 41 versus 37, wait. Okay, so yeah, longer than long in the E-wing. Okay, the E-wing is an Ewok shorter. Okay, well then if the dimensions are smaller than an X-wing, then I think it would. For some reason, I thought that it was longer, narrower but much longer. I didn't know that the X-wing was actually longer also. So yeah, well then there's your answer. It'll fit. It will fit. Yeah, it'll fit. There we go. Bass Reeve, the real Lone Ranger. The real Lone Ranger. That's what it sounds like, huh? That's what it sounds like. Fox. Twiki was the robot on Buck. Oh, okay. I was thinking of Tweaky. Like spelling it out like Tweaky, like TWE. It's yeah, I was thinking that. And he said that's right. BBB. I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. How you doing, Buck? You can have fun with that one too. You can have fun with that little smart aleck robot. You know what I want to see? Oh, let me read this. Yeah, The Last Unicorn and the Black Cauldron could get live. Yes, because they were animated, those cartoons, in the same vein as Lord of the Rings. And The Hobbit. I mean, it really could. Last Unicorn was one of those really. It was something to watch. It really was. It just the animation was really, really kind of captivating because it was a lot. It was just like the Lord of the Rings, of animated movies. It was interesting. And you can mine that. I mean, and that's actually what blows me away about that is that's a proven formula. We had 3 Lord of the Rings films. They made 3 movies out of the freaking Hobbit. Which could have been 2, probably should have been 2. So yeah, there's something there. I mean, that's something. Come on, it's right there. You know, just let's go. Quit trying to rehash the same garbage that you can attach an agenda to. Come on, think about it. Think about it. Put a little effort into it. Get out of your own way. And if you got to fire people, fire them. I mean, some of these morons that are making these decisions based on, I don't even know how executives sign the checks to get these damn things made. It doesn't make any sense, and we see this infecting everything all the way up to Star Wars. It's everywhere. So it's not like it's just these ancillary films. Oh, well, you got a little, this, the woke angels over here and Paul Feig's crappy reboot. But, when you screw with Ghostbusters, when you're screwing with Star Wars, and these things are infiltrating very established franchises, it just blows my mind. How these things get made. But what can you do? Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for joining us with that. Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it. Me and my horrible background. I want a Flash Gordon remake. Another franchise. I can't believe we haven't had one before. It just, for me, some of these things are so obvious. The groundwork has been laid. The franchise, they're there. They're there. Mind those. And if it's a thing about rights, good God, Disney owns everything. So I'm sure they have the rights to most of this stuff. So quit remaking the same crap. Just quit doing live action versions of all your cartoons and pick up something new. I think people are craving something new. You've destroyed everything else. You burned everything else to the ground. Come on, let's do something new. It's a long swim across the pond. Well, I wouldn't swim. I'd probably take a flight. But I will. I'll let you know next time I'm headed that way. I'll have to send out some tweets when I know I'm headed. I don't get to Europe much. When I do travel, it's with the exception of Italy. That's probably the only European country I've been to in a while. I've been to Mali in the continent of Africa. A lot of time in the Caribbean, but I don't get down. I may have a trip to the Philippines. Probably gonna happen this year, maybe the first part of next year. But if I go there, buddy, I won't swim. I will fly. But thank you for the concern for my personal safety. As long as it isn't another Flesh Gordon remake. Come on. No man, no. Yeah, that's no. We've had enough. Do I have the great one in the chat, Lethal Lightning? Thank you so much for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for saying hi. You make me happy. Okay, how about that? You entertain me. All right. So that is a hell of a compliment, sir. Thank you. Got an LOL. What else is going on? What else are we saying here? Oh, I think I skipped somebody. Crazy eye, did I? I've been likening for All Mankind and C, but I think I'm in the minority. I've been liking for All Mankind. Let me know what you mean by that. I don't understand. You got to dumb it. You got to dumb it down for me, okay? You have to use small words so that I can understand, because I'm a simple man, a very simple man. We had 3 Lord of the Rings films, and we had all the Harry Potter movies. They even took the last book and made 2 movies out of that. So they never considered making movies for Jack Frost, unicorns, angels, and demons, or even Greek mythology. Greek mythology is something that I cannot believe they haven't mined yet. It's all over. I studied that in school. I loved it. I was interested by the gods and all the powers and the human drama that they had, And then the God of War. So I thought God of War would have been made a movie by now, the video game series on PlayStation, or at least inspired something. We had Clash of Titans, 2 movies that came out. They were okay. That was more of a remake of another movie. It didn't really delve too much in. It's some, it's in the Greek mythological world. But yeah, I don't know. You could really have a series on that, but here's the problem. You got to have good characters. You have good writing. So you can have the world of Greek mythology, and you can have great characters inside, whether it could be Hercules or you could do Perseus again if you wanted. Really anything, or a new character, like Kratos, it doesn't have to be You know, doesn't have to be the God of War movie, but you could do that. Yeah, mine something new. Look at what they did to start. That's what I mean. They're destroying everything. Star Trek, Doctor Who, Star Wars. I mean, everything. So I mean, if there's listen, but this is a bunch of trash. Yeah, but think about it this way though. Think about it this way. What an opportunity! Now that these established franchises have been sort of bastardized, and they've been taken down a peg to where they just don't hold it. They're fractured and they're not invincible. So the love for them is waning. It's not gone, but it's waning. What a great opportunity to then now introduce a new franchise, woke free, no agenda, all story. I think people would gravitate towards that. What do you think? So you can look at it as it's horrible, and the movie landscape is now just it's Mad Max. It's an apocalyptic world. It's there's no hope. Or you could say, listen, hey, we're not going to have the competition to Star, because remember, no one would ever open a movie against Star Wars. Now we got freaking Jumanji coming out. Whatever, Star Wars, whatever. I'll go up against Star Wars because it's not the invincible titan that it once was. Movies aren't like that anymore. You have to keep your fan base. Even if you've earned them, you have to keep that fan base. CBS screwed up on Star Trek. Yeah, definitely. We need another John Carter. Exactly. Good movie. Shame it didn't make more money, but it was a risk and it was a chance, and they took it. And I think it was a good film. But not everything is going to have that financial return. I mean, I think that you have to obviously make money. You can't just make these things for free. I'm not saying that, but just because it doesn't make $1 billion doesn't mean you can't give it another shot. Now I know it's not my money. I'm not writing the checks, so I'm not going to beat them up too bad. If the movie doesn't make money, if it's not financially successful, then okay. You took your shot, you took a chance. It didn't make a ton of money, and you didn't follow it up. But we need that John Carter, even if it's just a single movie, to take a chance. Derek's got to go. Enjoy the stream. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I know it's a little late, but thanks for stopping by. I'm actually going over an hour. But listen, y'all have been great. Great questions. All Mankind. Oh, and see our TV shows. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I didn't get what you were saying. Crazy Eye Jedi. And you're saying you're enjoying those shows, but you're in the minority. I haven't watched them, so I can't comment. Derek, take care. We love you. Appreciate you. Entertainment Hacker, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, you're at work. Well, I'm traveling on business, so I'm out of town. So that's why you see this hotel room. Like, I've got one of my lights I brought with me. It's just not. I actually tried the green screen. I had the green screen over there, and I couldn't get the lighting right. It just looked bad. So I said, you know what? Let's just do this old school. This is the way all my videos used to look when I would travel. So, cameras all out of focus, bad curves. Look at this great TV, by the way. I wanted to point this out. I stay in the best hotels. Okay, I think this is a 32-inch Panasonic bolted to the damn cabinet. And, it's, I don't want anybody to be jealous, but I get only the best for me. God, it's such crap. It's not good. It's not good. But, it is what it is, right? They can't all be winners. So, at work. Michael Brent. The Jurassic Park movie, not Justice Park. Justice Park. There you go. That's a franchise. The Jurassic Park movies happen in question be okay. Jurassic World, people have mixed feelings about. I have mixed feelings about Jurassic World too. I'm not sure why they omitted everything. They didn't omit it. Let me back that up. Okay, you could have had more cameos. You could have had more references. You could have had more. It seemed like they just forgot that the other three movies happened and went ahead and made the park anyway. It's the park. Here it is. It's good. Well, we screwed up 3 times, but we got it right. So it was almost a reboot. It was almost in a way like they did, like they went the Terminator Dark Fate route, where they said the second and third movie didn't happen. So Jurassic Park, the first one, and it was just that one incident, but they fixed it and they got it right, and then Jurassic World. So it was like, it's almost like they cut the other two movies out of canon. So, and if you look at it that way, maybe it makes a little more sense. But it was questionable. Is a good way to put it. Didn't really do it for me. I thought it was fine for what it was, but it was just the same movie. Here's the park. Now, but it's open. It's open. But look, we still have a problem. We still have murdering dinosaurs. And Bryce Dallas Howard running in high heels. It didn't make any sense. Always a busy man. Yes, entertainment is always. You're always a busy man, aren't you? Entertainment Hacker says it sucks, and he says hitting that like. Have a great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody stopping by, hitting the like button. Do appreciate it. What I don't get is why Disney turned other Disney fairy tales into the TV series instead of making them into the live action. I mean, look at the ABC Once Upon a Time. They use fairy tale characters. Yeah. Why not do something with that? Is that Stig? Stig Kenobi, thanks for stopping by, man. I am doing well, sir. I hope you're doing well. I'm traveling again, so I've got the hotel background. But I'm doing well. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, but I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You say generic park, geriatric park, geriatric park. Listen, everybody, I've been going for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Couldn't get all my graphics together, and I couldn't get the green screen going. But you stopped by and you said hi anyway, and I appreciate every single one of you. So if you could, while you're here, before you leave, if you hit the like button, I appreciate it. Look forward to trying to do. I'm gonna get out to see a movie. I'm probably still gonna be here in Kansas City, but I'm going to get out and I'm gonna watch a movie this week. I haven't picked it yet, so I'm sorry I can't tell you what it is because I haven't quite picked it yet. But I got a feeling. I know I've talked about it a lot, but I think I'm gonna go see Charlie's Angels. I think I need to see it. And, I've been kind of giving it a bashing, and I know it did horrible at the box office, but I think I need to go see it. So I'll review that, and I'll probably tweet out what movie I'm going to go see before I go see it. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Have a blessed day. And like I always say, I will see you next time.